All right, you guys have asked for it. I'm joking, no one's asked for it, but I'm making this video anyway. Lawn Mowing Business Masterclass. I got started in the home service business with lawn mowing. Okay, it's a very easy intro service to learn. It's one that's in high demand always because people's grass is always growing and people never want to cut their grass. So there's always demand. Anyways, let's get right into it. Who am I? Why should you listen to me? Very good question. I'm 18. Did 7 grand in revenue last month. So things are scaling. Relatively small business though, 7 grand a month isn't crazy, but if you're doing less than that, maybe you can learn something from me. I do all kinds of services: window washing, power washing, gutter cleaning, driveway sealing, lawn mowing, etc. So there's a lot of things you can learn. Let's get into it. Today we're going to be talking about how you can start a lawn mowing business with no money, how to get customers, how to scale once you get those customers, and then how to charge more. So the biggest thing that pisses me off about the online entrepreneurial space is when people say they don't have enough money to start a business when they spend like $100 a week on Uber Eats. Just go work a shift at your part-time job and earn some money to start. Just save, be disciplined. But if you don't have money, like I did not when I started, here's what you need to do. So this is a lawnmower in the picture. This is a guy I hired to subcontract out my work, so I didn't even have to push the lawnmower and I still got paid. But anyways, point is, this is not my lawnmower. It was the client's who was having his lawn mowed. When you're starting out, people don't really care if you bring your own equipment or how professional you are if you brand yourself as a guy just starting out, which is how I started. I said, hey, I want to learn how to, do yard work. Here's my rate. It was $15 an hour. My first client got me down to 12, which is effectively child labor. But I learned on the job and I got paid while doing it. And there was no expectation for me to bring my own equipment because I was not branding myself as a professional company yet. So that's how I'd recommend you start if you don't have the money to brand yourself and get your own professional equipment. Most people are more than fine lending out their equipment, their lawnmower if they have one, for you to do the job. You just show up, use their equipment. You can also offer someone a free lawn cut to learn how to use a lawnmower if you haven't already. Just one way to go about it. My first most recommended method, and the one I used to kickstart my business, as you can see, 2019 is when I started, May 2019. This is the very Facebook post I used that got me, as you can see down here, 65 comments, 7 shares, 47 likes. So I got a whole bunch of work from this. This flyer I just made on Canva or whatever, and pretty simple text that I'm a teen. See, you can see there, working teen, hardworking. Give me some work. $30 a car for a car wash. That's criminal. That's the best deal anyone's ever gotten. $15 an hour for yard work. People have me doing gutter cleaning for $15 an hour. I learned so much, but those people got the best deal on the planet. Anyways, I learned on the job, right? People threw a whole bunch of work at me just because I said I'm hardworking and I'm willing to learn. And I learned a lot and got paid for it, right? And since so many people inquired, they turned into more customers because they all told their neighbors about me. I built up a huge client base, and over the years I slowly started charging more. I went from $15 an hour to 20 to 25 to 30 to 35 to 40. Okay. I then invested in a truck and a mower, so I look a little more professional. And this is just the basic progression of it. But if you already know how to use a lawnmower, you can go straight into charging $40 an hour. There's no problem there. That's one of my biggest regrets with my business, is that I didn't start charging more sooner. No wonder everyone was saying yes to this, because it's the best deal that's ever existed in the history of landscaping. You can also tack on lawn aeration too. So if you want to get one of those machines and then upsell them on that service after the lawn cut, you can make a lot of money doing that too. So always have an upsell in your back pocket. All right, scaling. So what do you do when you have the customers and you want to make even more money? Like I said, I slowly started charging more. But the best thing you can do is go right into premium pricing and use the money you've made from your initial jobs to invest it in more professional equipment that makes you seem more professional, allows you to do a better job, and as such can charge more money. All right. Referral incentives. So incentivize your customers to refer you. Basically, you can offer them $5 off each cut for every customer they refer you, something like that. Just set up a structure so that both of you win. when you get another customer. And the final thing you can do to scale is reinvest the money you've made back into advertising so that you get more jobs, which means more money. Reinvest that into more advertising, which means more jobs, more money, and you get the idea. This is scaling a business 101. So I just included this. Run the math, right? Let's say you get 100 customers out of the entire city, all right? And over the course of the entire season, which is from like April to October here, let's say you service their lawn. And the client has a value of $1,000 over the entire season, right? Because you cut their lawn and you provide lawn aeration for a little extra value. Let's say you get 100 clients, okay? 100. It's not that hard to do. Let's say you hand out, 10,000 flyers. Can you land 100 customers? Probably. Say you get 100 customers valued at $1,000 over the course of the season. That would be $100,000 in revenue. It's just numbers, right? Just work this out. This is why I love lawn mowing. It's because it's a really simple service to numerically understand. You have X amount of customers that make you X amount of money over the course of the season. This is how many you need to get this much revenue. You can also use the money that you get from the customers. Let's say you get them on a contract for the season. You can use the money from the initial payments to finance more equipment. So you don't even need equipment to start. Just get them to pay a deposit up front, maybe 10% of the contract. And then before the first cut, just go buy the equipment with that deposit. How to charge more, all right? So I charge like $40 per lawn cut. It takes me like 45 minutes. So it's okay. I don't do a lot of these jobs anymore. I do sort of bigger project jobs like deck staining and driveway sealing. But when I have time, I do those smaller jobs. My first ever lawn cut, like I said, was done for $12 an hour, child labor. My most recent was $70, which was full service, cut the entire property lawn. I did some weed whacking, so the edging around the side of the property, and I blowed the debris off the lawn. So it's just an example of the more value you add, right? The more service you do, the more you can charge. Okay. And the key to charging more is providing more value, which comes in the form of convenience, right? So show up on time, make it easy to talk to you, that kind of thing. Give more value with more services, right? More leaf blowing, more, add leaf blowing, add lawn aeration, add weed whacking, that kind of thing. Perks for working with you, so discounts on other services could be that kind of thing. And just do a better job all around. Take pride in your work. And another key to charging more is appearing professional, right? And that includes being reliable. So if they call you, call them back. If you say you're going to show up on this day, show up on that day. Have professional clothing, right? You'd be amazed how much this makes a difference. If I show up in my t-shirt and shorts, they don't perceive me as a premium service. So how can I charge a premium price, right? Better equipment, as you get more professional, the equipment will definitely reflect the job you're able to do, or at least their perceived idea of how good the job will be. And, a truck if you can get one. I like trucks. All right. Thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you guys learned something. If you have any questions, leave them below. If you want me to make a video on any certain topic, I can definitely do so. Like and sub to get me out of uni so I can do this full time. Thank you very much, and take care. Bye-bye.